Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Find Your Model Health, the official podcast of Shemaine's Model Health for those looking to optimize their long-term health and weight goals. I'm Shemaine Linney. I'm a biohacker and fitness and nutrition expert, and I am super happy to have you back with me on this chilly January afternoon. So before we move on, we must clarify that the information in these podcasts should be taken as informational purposes only and not as medical advice. So this week's podcast and next week's podcast are part of a two-part series, and they go hand in hand with the weight loss series that I've been doing for January over on my Facebook page and in my groups to give people a good foothold or a good starting point with good information for their weight loss journey into 2019 or even just a health journey. So it all goes hand in hand. This week's podcast, we're looking at the missing link. What is the missing link? What could the missing link to your results be? Why are you not getting the results that you want? Why do you feel hard done by when your diet, you think your diet is good, or you've been working out in the gym, or you've spent all this money on supplements or a personal trainer and you're not getting your results? And if you've ever said these things or thought these things, then this podcast series is for you. So we know everyone is an individual. Everyone has a unique story. We have different genetic makeups. We have different acquired traits. That makes all of us respond differently to diet, exercises, and supplements. So there's no one size fits all. We know this at this stage, but not everyone takes it into consideration when starting off a weight loss or health campaign. So many things straight off the bat can make an impact on whether or not your body is going to change or respond the way we want them to. Stuff as early as stuff that happened like perinatal and early life events. Then, of course, there's genetics do play a role. Environment, if you've used antibiotics or prescribed or recreational drugs, what kind of lifestyle do you lead? Do you smoke? Do you have structural imbalances? Have you had current or historical changes to the body? These all change how we respond to weight loss or health campaigns or new journeys that we're trying to start to improve ourselves. And this is why each individual needs to kind of have an individual protocol to follow. The body requires, so when we look at individual protocols, we're going to look at what the body requires. So the body requires certain nutritional foundations to have something to work with, to build upon. So certain essential nutrients must be in your system for certain pathways to be capable of working. Vitamins, minerals, and trace elements. These are essential components to make sure that the macronutrient changes, the amino acids, and botanicals are capable of creating a change. So we need the little stuff to make sure that the big stuff's working. So the big guns that are used to change hormones or burn fat or build muscle, they can't work if essential nutrients are deficient. Most people know this, but most people don't get it. So I suppose it's 50-50. Nutrient deficiencies are the most common cause of resistance to protocols or treatments or campaigns. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies can create roadblocks in certain pathways, and I don't think a lot of people understand this, especially when I look at how people even treat intermittent fasting. Now, obviously not my clients, because I would probably murder them, not seriously murder them, if they did this. But there's a lot of people that have some sort of pre-understanding that if you intermittent fast when you can eat whatever you like, and the body will still be subject to change. And this is not true. That's totally inaccurate. It could never be true. because vitamin and mineral cofactors are necessary for every system in the body to work. So right down to your liver detoxification, how your adrenals pump out hormones, we need to be eating good nutritious foods when we are eating in order to have everything like your energy production, so that's the Krebs cycle or the citric acid cycle working, for hormones to be working and produced and in balance properly, so that is important, for neurotransmitters to work, your immune system and how you respond to stress, digestion, of course, and how systemic enzymes work. So you need to have the micronutrients along with the macronutrients to get everything working kind of in homeostasis. So a lot of systems will not work, and a lot of the time we don't get the results we want if we don't have the correct micronutrients and also their cofactors. Vitamins and minerals need cofactors to work. Um, so, for example, if you have a folate deficiency, so you got your macronutrients, you've got your, let's just say, you're following some sort of macronutrient protocol and you're not getting good dense micronutrients though. And if you get a folate deficiency, that means you're going to have an inability to detoxify estrogen, and we know that contributes to obesity and other health concerns. If you have a zinc deficiency, you're going to have an inability to control alpha 5 reductase, and this is going to cause a problem with testosterone and DHT ratios and result in acne. If you have vitamin C deficiency, of course, we know scurvy like the pirates used to get, and an inability to regenerate collagen. So vitamin C, collagen, very important if you're trying to fight if you're part of the anti-aging campaign or movement. Magnesium deficiency is it causes an inability to switch off. So not just your muscles, but also your brain. And then if there's an issue with the micronutrients, there's going to be an issue with the mitochondria and how the mitochondria functions. And if you have an issue with how the mitochondria works, you're going to have an issue with your Krebs cycle or your energy cycle. So you won't have a proper production of energy. You won't be burning fuel effectively. If you're not burning fuel effectively, the metabolism and the thyroid are going to slow down. You'll have no active transport pumps to absorb nutrients from the gut. So you'll also get a lot of systemic fatigue, and then you're going to get an excessive buildup of metabolic waste. So if you're new to health journey or a weight loss journey or a weight loss campaign, the first place you want to start is to make sure that you're capable of creating change based on consuming the best nutrients possible. You want to make sure that your base or your foundational nutrients are covered, and this is where a lot of focus goes into micronutrients, and this is where, when I'm working with my clients, we look a lot at our micronutrients. We sprinkle on a lot of fairy dust, as I call it, or magic dust, so that allows us to up level our food and make sure that we have all our bases covered. We look a lot at cert foods and modbiotics and superfoods and super herbs. We really make sure that we have every angle covered. So if what I'm saying is, if you're starting a weight loss campaign, or you're have just started a new weight loss journey coming into 2019, or even if you just want to improve your health biomarkers are not good, you don't feel good, you're in pain, you're not feeling happy, if all of that, you want to first off look at making sure all of your nutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, you're getting all of them in, to make sure that all of the functions and pathways are working properly in your body so that you can experience that change and start to see the results that you want to get. So I'm going to cut it there because I don't want to drag these podcasts on too long. Next week, we're going to look a little bit more about the nutrients and how they affect the cells and cell membranes and inflammation and oxidative stress and all that. But for now, let's just see you focus the next few days on getting some really dense nutrition in with all those micronutrients, your essential vitamins and minerals. And that is really a good place to start if you're new to the whole health thing and don't know where you're going. Or if you have been trying everything, so you say, I've tried everything, and you can't figure out what the missing link is, there may be some micronutrient deficiencies there, and you would want to give that some attention. Okay, I hope you found this podcast helpful, and I hope to have you join me again next week for part 2 and then all the podcasts through 2019. Stay warm, everyone, stay safe, and have a great week. Bye.